Greetings, cowboys, cowgirls, Indian braves, and maidens, sweet young maidens, to be exact. This is Thunder. I've been off the internet a while, and I wanted to give you my perspective on the whole deal because I think it might help you. And I do videos to help people. Basically, that's why I do them. It's a whole different ball game, people, when you go off the internet. And when you go off, when I say go off, I mean I'm not watching any videos by any talking heads, whether they're alternative or whatever. I'm not commenting on any of the videos. I'm not following the news. I'm not foraging, nice little word, for all the stuff that I can find about the world and basically how screwed up it is. And all the different things that are going on, the wars and the government and the politics and the blibbity blob, you know. I haven't done that for about, 6-7 days, maybe less, maybe 5 days. And I intend on steering that course and just coming on here and doing videos like this once in a while. And I will disable comments as far as any comments on the video because there's just too much negativity out there. Sure, some people got some good comments. What I'll do is I'll moderate. If you post a comment, you might not see it right away. And before you post the comment, please let it be intelligible and kind and whatever. And if it's not, you'll get banned from my channel and deleted, end of story. I don't have time for it. Now, this perspective thing, I mean, you know, once you go off the internet, you're sitting there going like, I really want to do that, or I want to do this. And then you ask yourself, why? Why do I want to do that? What gain is it going to get me other than anxiety? Feeding yourself anxiety every day. And it's about balance, people. It's about moderation. Those two things should be thrown in there for real, because everything should be in moderation, and it should be in balance, and it should be light servings. You know, like you don't go in and stuff yourself on a huge dinner till you're bloated beyond belief. You know, you can't handle it. And so you don't do that with anything, and especially toxic news. And that's all it is on the internet. One way or another, it's, unless you're just watching, well, sometimes I watch railroad videos and stuff like that. Then that's a different story. But when it's people giving you news or informing you, or even in the emails, op-ed news, truth dig, you know, all these things, what do they dwell on? Well, they dwell on the negative aspects of the world. And when you get a different perspective, that means you shift your view of the world. And the only way you can do that is by going off the internet, because, you know, I've been doing like some very productive things. I've been finishing up my flute my flute CD, and got that up and running. Should be on Amazon, don't know, we'll see. Finishing my book of the Apache Kid. Taking walks, somebody called them walkabouts, like the Australian walkabout, where you walk around and you know, just walking around, you walk around for vision, for a new vision, whatever happens to you that day. I've been to Chinatown, I've been to a Chinatown museum, I've been doing all kinds of things I probably wouldn't normally do. Talking to more people, activity. See, we get locked into a thing on the internet to where we're just doing that same thing every day, over and over and over again, to the exclusion of what we really should be doing, which is activity in different creative areas of our life. Hello? whether it's music or just walking or talking to people or activity, and a variety of activity, not the same thing over and over and over again. You go out for a walk. Most people go out, walk around the block with their dog and do the same walk every day. That's not variety, people. You might want to venture off to another block, okay, and meet some new people and see some new sights that you never saw before. And isn't that the way how it should be mentality-wise? I mean, as far as your mental aspect is that you want variety in life, you want activity, you want moderation, and you're only going to get that, as you back off the internet. You realize that it's just like somebody that sits there in front of their TV all day, and all they do is talk to other people, except you can talk to other people. It's another thing I notice and I want to comment on. It's so impersonal, really, the internet, talking to other people. It ain't like you're talking to your cowgirl down at the local bar or nothing like that. You can't get any intimate energy going or anything on the internet. And the reason being is that half the stuff you see on the internet, like, I don't want anybody to take this personally, but why do you go on the internet and put up a little picture that's not you? If I want to talk to somebody and I want to get to know them, and I want to see their eyes, okay, and I want to see that it's really them that I'm talking to. I don't want to see a little picture of something, a little emblem, a little avatar that represents their consciousness or whatever they think it represents. I want to see a picture of you, whether you're young, old, beautiful, ugly, fat, skinny. I don't care what the hell you look like. I want to see a picture of you, okay? I want to know who I'm talking to. And everybody knows Thunder. I might put up likenesses, like I put up a self-portrait that looks just like me, but you see me anyway on the videos. That's just something that really bugs me, has always bugged me. Why put up a picture of even a nature scene, or a lot of women put up pictures of sexy women and they're like 100 and 200 pounds and sitting in front of there eating their chocolates or something. Again, I don't care if that's you. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if your face is this big or that skinny. Or Thunder ain't exactly a model of perfection, am I? So let's get real, people. I mean, if we're going to talk to each other on the internet, consider that. Because otherwise, how the heck are people going to know who the hell you are? How are they going to know what you look like or what you really look like? Or, and it's kind of a lie when you think about it, to put anything else up there except who you are. Oh, well, I do it for privacy. Forget about it. Forget about it. They already got your face on 1,000 cameras all over the, don't worry about it. That's another thing that happens when you get locked into the internet, is you start worrying about this and you start worrying about, it's a constant worry thing. And that's what I'm talking about, your perspective, because when you back off of it, you go, that's just a little flat screen on there. And they're talking about government this and government that, and they're talking about conspiracies and real conspiracies and actual events, and it's all toxic, most of it, all of it. And it's a tape loop, okay? It's a tape loop that goes around and round and round, and you can go off the internet for 2 weeks or a week and come back, and it's the same exact thing, people saying the same things in different ways. People, you have to get real with your life. You can't just depend on the internet. You have to go out, take walks, have a life, and, make comments that are intelligible and that are you think about before you make them, and that they're reverential and they don't hurt people's feelings. Or you try not to hurt people's feelings, or you try not to say things that are stupid, that are gonna, are gonna trigger somebody. Most people there's a lot of people that go on the internet and purposely try to say things that are stupid and defaming and caustic and just downright horrific. Okay. So I'm not going to be coming on here anymore except to do videos for the few kindly people that really appreciate them. That's it. It's the only reason I'm going to do them. And at any moment I could I could make a decision. Hey, I don't want to. I've said this before. I'm making this video today because I just felt like it, but felt no real need to do it other than maybe help people out with a little bit of a dilemma they might have about exposing themselves to major toxicity on the internet. It's a tape loop, people, and it goes round and round and round, and it's the same thing, different story, same thing every week. Nothing progresses, nothing backs up. It's just kind of like taking pieces of the puzzle and putting them in different parts. Okay, but they never fit. But there's pieces of the puzzle every week, a different little flash of this and that. It's like a collage. And it doesn't mean shit, okay? Doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean anything's progressing, anything's regressing, If you take a Taoist point of view, you just look at it and go, oh yeah, the toxicity of the world, or the interaction in the world, who cares? I'll look at it and detach from it. I'll go down to the local park and meditate in front of a fountain. It's all going to go on. It's all kind of horrific right now. But it's not, because, if you go out on the street and you go in a little park, you see a fountain, you sit down, you breathe the fresh air, and you live in the moment, okay, then you enjoy life more. You meet people, you live in the moment, you see the bird flutter up to the tree, you realize that there's nature all around you, no matter where you are, earth, sky, wind, all that stuff's nature, even if you're in a city. You explore new areas. Like I say, I went to Chinatown, and because I love the Chinese culture, went to a little museum. There's just discover new places, new little restaurants, whatever. The walkabout. And, here where I am at night, they have people on the street corners that do music, and so there's different musicians, and you can look in the clubs. You can entertain yourself to no end, okay, without toxifying yourself. Of course, you have to ignore the din of the crowds. That's something you might not like, but again, variety and moderation and balance, okay? And, use your computer for other things. Like I'm writing a book, like I said before, and I just finished a whole CD, flute CD. It'll be coming out soon. And did it through the internet. There's a lot of things you can do through the internet that are not like all hung up in the nightly news, the daily news, the horrific news, day and night, 24/7, and wailing and whining about, yeah, I've done videos like that. You know what? There's no percentage in it. So, take it for what it's worth. Those are my feelings right now. And take them or leave them. I just wanted to relay that information to you, do a little video here. Don't want to keep it too long. Don't want to ramble on and on. Just remember these things, and I've written them down here. Perspective, having a different worldview, having a different perspective on life other than the one that you're locked into daily, day after day after day after friggin' day. Balance. Balance yourself out and with a lot of different things in your life, and maintain balance by doing spiritual exercises. Detachment. Detach with compassion and love. Look at things for what they are. Don't get caught up in them. Have a Taoist attitude, a Zen attitude. Variety. You want variety in your life, doing a lot of different things that are fun for you, and taking walks and reading books, and preferably not newspapers, okay? And activity. A variety of activity detached in moderation and balance. How's that, people? And that's my message today from Thunder. Good day to you. Adios.